Okay. This video is just to go through with you, through you students, the assignment that is for Fahrenheit 451. So again, you can, if you've lost your copy that I printed for you, you can get it from right from D2L. And what I'm going to do right now, actually, just before we get into the assignment, if you do have questions about anything, folks, just click on the envelope, go to email, okay, compose a new email, BJEWELL, and use the internal one, which is my e-learning email, and then that way I get notification through D2L. Okay, so use that one, and then I'll get right back to you if you have any questions or concerns. Okay, so let's go back here. Under content, you will find your summative assignment. These pieces in just a second of what I meant by this. So your 451 reflection assignment here is dealing with the novel that we just finished, and your task here is to examine and evaluate a couple scholarly articles that were written on the novel. So these are academics and their opinions on the novel. They have an argument about it, and they have written about it. Your job here is to reflect on what they have written about, and write your opinions and your reflections on their work. Okay. So for this part, you were to examine a critical response on two you would write a critical response on two articles, and I'll get to that in a second, written on Fahrenheit 451. The articles must be approved from the list, so don't go off and get something from a message board or anything else from the internet. They have to be two from the list that I've given you. Okay, and each response should be around 600 words in length. So in total, your assignment is going to be in and around 1,200 words long. Okay, so for each article, okay, you do this twice. For each article, you're going to evaluate the argument that the author is providing. So you're going to evaluate their thesis statement. You're going to examine it and evaluate it based upon it if it's valid, so its validity. Okay, you're going to see if they've used the right quotations and the right supports to actually prove what they're arguing. You're going to respond to the fact that if it's a good argument or a bad argument, if it's one that's convincing, if it's not convincing, if one is of importance in terms of examining the novel. If their work is clear or not, so forth and so forth. That's what I mean by the validity of the argument. This should be in and around 400 words in length, okay? And I want you to be using, in this part, direct quotations from the article that you are reading. Okay, so you're using direct contact, and you're making direct contact with the article, each article. Then afterwards, I want you to provide a 200-word kind of reflection or response to the manner in which the article deepened your understanding of the novel as a whole. Did it add to your understanding of the novel and the work that we've done in class, or did it detract from it, so forth and so forth? And again, I want word-for-word contact with the novel and the scholarly articles. Okay, so I think in both of these sections, you should be making reference to the novel Fahrenheit 451 and the article that you are reflecting on. Right, that's a level 4 type assignment that you're making reference to both the book, and you're making reference to the article when needed. Okay. In terms of how many references, well, it's tough to say. You only have 400 words in the validity, examining the validity of the argument. So if you find that they could have used a better quotation or one that illustrates things a little bit more, then you need to offer that quotation from the book. If you find that that there's another additional quotation that they didn't provide, but it's similar to it, then I would provide that. But you only have 400 words in which to do this. So again, I don't want to nail you down with a number and pin you down that way in terms of an exact number of quotations, but you should be looking at a 3 or so overall number of quotations from this part, whether that be one from the 2 from the article, 1 from the novel, that kind of thing. But again, if you're examining the validity of the argument of the essay, you definitely want to make specific reference to it. All right, and what you're in particular, what you're actually examining, right? Their explanations, their thesis, so forth. And that goes the same thing with deepening your understanding of the novel. Here, you probably want to make a little bit more tighter understanding to in the novel as through quotations and use of quotations as it has as the article has added to your understanding of it. Okay, so hopefully this is a little bit clear. And again, submit that through D2L. If we click back here, so that's your assignment. These here, Burning Bright, Mass Degradation, Study of Illusions, To Build a Mirror Factory, and The Leaves of the Tree Were, are all the articles that you have to choose from. So you're just only choosing 2 of those, okay? 2 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 of the 5 that I provided. The MLA pieces are just citing and setting up your page and so forth for your assignment. Assignment goes into Dropbox. Okay, save it as a PDF first, and I'll do another video of that later on how to submit that. Again, email me up here if you have any questions or concerns, and I'll get right back to you.